Hi, this is Madass59. This is just a follow-up video from my first one, which was the strange amp reading one. Now what I tried was, on the first video, was two tubes connected just to these two plates through these two holes here, and in the tube I'd cut slots, and pretty much what I've done here is create one that's 5 tubes, 4 plates. The outer plates are positive, the inner plates are negative, which are directly connected to the tubes. The bolts are positive, running straight through the tubes, and each tube has got a roughly, I think, seven slots cut all the way around to let the gas escape. Now the first one looked quite promising because it was only 8 amps or 8-9 amps when I first started doing it, and it looked quite good. But this one has been a little bit of a letdown. What I do now is put it into the pot, and I'll just show you what it's doing. So just about fits in my little tester. This is just about, I don't know, 2 litres of water from me dehumidifier with about a tablespoon of baking soda. I'll just connect up. Let's get the light down and round and connect it on. There we go. So it starts off quite well. Ampage on this one is actually quite high. It's starting off around 16 amps now, but it sort of drops down a little bit, as you can see. This is the same sort of effect I was getting last time, and I don't know if you can see in there, it's quite a lot of bubbles. Still getting the same effect with the big bubbles that get trapped in the tubes, and hopefully in a moment you'll see the gas comes off. Let's see if it will do it. Once it gets going, it doesn't take long and you start seeing the whiffs of gas. So there you go, I can just see some now in front of the light. Don't know if you can see that, guys, but it's there, and it seems to produce quite well. I'm not quite sure whether this is good or not, actually, but in a moment we should start getting the big bubbles appear. There we go, and that's all the gas trapped in the tubes. Ampage has now dropped to just below 15 amps, and it's sort of stirring up quite nicely. The plates seem to do really well with the flow, but the tubes just letting off lots of little bubbles, and then all of a sudden you'll get the big set of bubbles. It's quite rhythmic, actually. Builds up and then woof. I did light one of the build up, the bubbles came up the other night, and I'm not going to do that again because it was like quite explosive. Being it's just in my glass test jar, I don't really want to risk. Yeah, it was like that, and I lit it and it nearly deafened me. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to try and get it into a pot, see if it does actually produce anything reasonable in the volume of gas, and once I get that done I shall make a video and post the results. And there we go, we're running at just sort of, again the amps drop down. This is similar to the first one. You get the big bubbles and then they shoot up again, and obviously the gas is creating a void, and there we go, and it's jumped up a bit more. This is really cold. I mean, it's been on a couple of minutes literally, so it's not steam that's coming off. You can see, I don't know, you can see it on here, but you get lots of little spitty bits popping up. Looks like lemonade, when lemonade pops in your glass, all fizzy. So it's definitely producing, but I thought it would actually be raging a bit more than this, to be honest. And that's what's going on inside the pot. Okay, well that's pretty much it. This is Mad As 59 signing out, and I will update once I've got this in a sealed container and see what it can produce. Bye for now.